We all know that Blender uses nodes for texturing, but some of the best texture painting software, such as Substance, are layer-based, and some Blender users want that experience inside the software. So in today's video, we're gonna talk about a couple of add-ons that can help you with that, in addition to other things when it comes to texturing in Blender. We're gonna start with MatPlus, which is a new Blender add-on which basically brings a Substance Painter style of texturing directly into Blender. I mean, in simple terms, it turns Blender's material editor into a layer-based painting tool. As a result, you will have familiar features like layers, masks, and blending modes fully integrated into the scene without having to leave the software. And the good thing is that MatPlus draws inspiration from professional tools like Substance Painter, Armor Paint, and even Mari. At the core, MatPlus is a fully non-destructive paint layer system, which lets you stack and tweak material layers much like you would in Substance. You can create multiple layers of paint or detail and adjust each one with Substance-style blending modes. Beyond the layer painting itself, the add-on brings a built-in advanced baking system, which can bake maps like normals, ambient occlusion, curvature, edge wear, bevel maps, and more. Essentially all those supporting textures you would basically generate for a PBR workflow. The add-on also supports multiple UDIMs, so you can work on high detail models spread across many texture tiles without a hitch. And once your material painting is done, the add-on makes it easy to export game-ready texture maps for engines such as Unreal or Unity. Also, there is one huge bonus. You will get more than 240 grayscale textures, like noise patterns, grunge maps, etc., which you can use as masks, in addition to 360-ready PBR materials, which can help you start right away. Basically, this is a library of high-quality hard surface textures, in addition to a variety of custom brushes for painting. And I think having this big library of materials and masks, which you will have out of the box, will help you start right away, instead of having to source or create everything from scratch. But we can't talk about layer-based Substance style of texturing in Blender without mentioning Pbr Painter. This add-on has been around for a while, and it has helped a lot of Blender users with its different features. Also, it has matured into a straightforward yet a great solution for doing texture painting using layers. The add-on provides a dedicated workspace where you can paint across all channels like albedo, roughness, normals, etc. And you can do this simultaneously using a simple UI. Essentially, you can create stacks of layers, and Pbr Painter automatically handles the complex node setup in the background. This means one thing: you will get control over each channel's contribution. You can even combine normal maps from multiple layers or tweak the opacity of any channel without having to manually wire shader nodes. And by the way, you can start from scratch or import existing PBR textures and build on them, and the add-on will manage all the grunt work, so you can focus on painting and material creation, not the spaghetti of nodes. And the good news, with the latest version of Pbr Painter 3, this update supercharged the add-on with a bunch of new features and improvements. For example, it actually introduced multi-channel painting, which is a big deal, allowing you to paint multiple maps, and you can do that at once with ease. In addition to layer folders to keep your layer stack organized. Also, baking has gotten better and more reliable, and there are new smart masks to quickly add realistic effects like grim or wear based on curvature, ambient occlusion, etc. And generally speaking, I think Pbr Painter is kinda user-friendly because it has been praised for being easy. Also, the developer provides documentations and video tutorials to help you get started. Another popular add-on for texturing is called Fluent Materializer. It is essentially a full procedural texturing toolkit inside Blender, which can help you create materials. And it basically lets you stack layers like edge wear, grime, chipped paint, mud, scratches, and more. And the great thing, it comes with a library of 130 plus node-based effects, covering everything from tiny imperfections like dust, fingerprints, smudges, to fabric weaves, wood grains, and grudge patterns. Even procedural decals for adding things like bolts or stains with no image textures needed. And from what I can see, building up a material is surprisingly intuitive. Materializer also provides a handy pie menu that lets you add new layers and auto-connect the necessary nodes and masks for you, so you can mix scratches, dirt, and edge highlights in just seconds instead of manually hooking them up. It also plays nicely with existing workflows, so you can plug its generated textures into your own materials or vice versa, since it is not a closed system at all. And when you are happy with the material, you can bake all the maps, like color, normals, roughness, etc., up to 8K resolution with just one click. And this is gonna be a great option for game assets or sharing materials between projects and teams. Similar to the other add-ons on this list, we have Grungit, which quickly gives you layers to control add scratches, grime, and dirt, and the result is fully customizable. You can dial it down for suitable surface imperfections or crack it up for heavy damage. And the good news, the add-on is completely free on Gumroad and you can get it for $1 on Superhive. All the Grunge effects come with decent quality, and they are compatible with Eevee, so you can preview weathering in real time. Best of all, Grungit slots right into your existing workflow, so it simply augments your content materials by working through Blender's principled BSDF shader, meaning your original material stays intact. It is in fact topology independent and supports multiple objects or materials all at once, so you can quickly weather anything from a single prop to an entire scene without tedious prep work. Generally speaking, I think this add-on is straightforward, and it is a nice option if you can't afford add-ons mentioned above, but it won't have as much value, which is something expected since it is free. The next add-on is not for texture painting, but something really important. Globalskin is an all-in-one add-on for character artists who want realistic skin in Blender. It is essentially a fantastic skin shader generator that many Blender users already got. So you just select your character and hit create, and the add-on will apply a highly realistic skin material tailored to the model's UV layout. And what I think sets the add-on apart is that it is built to work with popular character bases. I can mention, for example, out of the box, it supports DAZ3D, Genesis 8 and 9 characters, metahumans, human generator models, CC4 characters, and more. The shader it creates is incredibly detailed and mimics real human skin with subsurface scattering, texture detail for pores and wrinkles, in addition to other things. The results look excellent by default, because generally speaking, it gives you great skin right out of the gate. And I see this as a huge win if you've been struggling with skin materials after importing characters from different programs or different marketplaces. Also, Globalskin offers tons of customization, so you can fine-tune the look of your characters. The add-on also provides a custom UI panel, where you can adjust skin tone, roughness, sheen, subsurface depth, and other properties via sliders, because you don't even need to use nodes. It also comes with layered detail maps for things like freckles, moles, veins, scars, acne, and even face paint, which you can toggle on and off or adjust intensity to add character-specific details. There is also a makeup system too, so you can add realistic makeup overlays like base foundation, eyeshadows, eyeliner, blush, lipstick, etc. directly through the shader controls. The next add-on is called Smartify Nodes. This isn't a painting tool per se, but rather a smart effect library that can save you tons of time when shading. The good news is that it is a drag-and-drop system for adding realistic environment effects when dealing with materials. So imagine you have a plain material and you want to make it look weathered. With the add-on, you can literally pick an effect from the library and drop it into the material, and voila, you can see instance moss on different surfaces, for example, in addition to snow on top of objects, dust in corners, sand, leaks, water puddles, dead leaves, you name it, even alien goo if this is your thing. Each effect comes in as a node group with preset masks and shaders, which you can then tweak via easy sliders. You can also customize the look, for example, how thick the moss is, how much wear appears on edges, without manually building a complex node setup. It is like kit bashing for materials. The beauty of this add-on is that it is easy to use and flexible. Under the hood, it is just about Blender nodes, but it is organized in a way that is clear and easy to understand. The creator, who is a concept artist, made sure the node groups have clear labels and color-coded inputs, in addition to sensible values. And by the way, you are not limited to preset effects only. You can mix and match or even build your own smart materials using the provided building blocks. The add-on includes a variety of smart masks, like curvature, ambient occlusion, object edges, leaking stains, etc. in addition to utilities like anti-tile, parallax mapping, and random per object variations that you can combine to create custom effects. For instance, you can use Smartify's masks to blend two materials together based on height or wear level, achieving a complex layered material without breaking a sweat. You can also paint override masks on your model to tell the effect exactly where to appear or not to appear. And there you have it, guys. If you are interested in these add-ons, you will find all the necessary links in the description. I hope you guys found this video useful and informative. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. You can also check some of our previous videos. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.